Dillon Gabriel's in. And I was talking earlier with Paul Allen about this. The fact that it hadn't been reported yet was surprising because the news usually is shared with the players on Tuesday, and somebody says something to someone, the agent says something to an insider, and it's out there. And there was a stray report about it yesterday that I didn't think was as conclusive as it needed to be because others would have had it, and they have it. Adam Schefter this morning was the first, but all the others have it too. Flacco out, Dillon Gabriel in. I keep wanting to say Corey Dillon instead of Dillon Gabriel. Dillon Gabriel in.
Yeah, I mean, you could see this coming, Mike. They drafted 2 quarterbacks, and they drafted Dillon Gabriel in the 3rd round, which tells you how they feel about him. They really like him. And he seems to fit what Kevin Stefanski is looking for. I think he is a really good system quarterback kind of guy, and Kevin Stefanski has his system. And I think he relied on Flacco early because Flacco knows it, and he didn't want to just turn it over to 2 rookies. But Flacco was so bad at it, just not ready. And maybe it's just finally age catching up with him that he probably went to Gabriel a few weeks before he wanted to do it. And I could see Flacco staying there as a quarterback coach. I really can. I mean, that's what he's beloved in Cleveland. Kevin Stefanski has a lot of respect for him. I could see him being their unofficial or official quarterback coach with the Browns. But I know this is good. This is going to cause I hope the Cleveland PR staff is ready. Get ready. You named Dillon Gabriel the quarterback, not Shedeur Sanders. Get ready for the media coverage and the questions over and over. And I hope Dillon Gabriel's ready for it too, because I think a lot of people are going to say, well, if it's not Flacco, why not Shedeur? So that line of questioning, they got to be ready for that.
That's a great point, Michael, because like the people who are paying close attention know that it's Gabriel and knew it was going to be Gabriel because he beat Shedeur Sanders out fair and square to be the backup to Joe Flacco. But for the people who don't pay close attention, they're like, oh, Flacco's bench. Oh, they're going with a rookie. Oh, it's not Shedeur. What's going on here? What's going on in Cleveland? Why isn't it the other guy? And it helps to get people to understand why, because Dillon Gabriel was drafted 2 rounds earlier. It's one of the reasons why it was so damn confusing that the Browns did it. But, we've seen Shedeur. He told ESPN Cleveland a couple of weeks ago he thinks he's ready to play. He thinks he's better than some of the guys in the NFL who are already playing. The stories have come out about, and his dad confirmed it, that they asked both the Ravens and the Eagles not to draft him because he didn't want to be backups there. Coincidentally, he'd be playing this weekend for the Ravens if he was the backup to Lamar Jackson. So it's going to be Dillon Gabriel, and I think it's going to continue to be Dillon Gabriel until Gabriel gives them a reason to see what Shedeur Sanders can do. But Gabriel has been successful everywhere he's been. The only knock is he's not tall enough. If he was a few inches taller, he'd have been a first-round draft pick. He's got a lot of college football experience, and he's won the starting job everywhere he's been. That was the confidence he brought to the table when he came to Cleveland. I've always won the starting job. And here, October 1, less than a month into his first career regular season in the NFL, Dillon Gabriel has taken the starting job away from Joe Flacco.
And he's like a lot of other guys who have come out recently, like the guy who preceded him at Oregon, Bo Nix. Bo Nix played a ton of college football, and so when he stepped in as a rookie, he was ready to be a captain as a rookie. He was ready to contribute to a playoff team. Michael Penix played a lot of college football. Jaden Daniels played a lot of college football, and so did Dillon Gabriel. So he's got the experience for it. I wonder, though, when you mentioned Shedeur and Dion, can I just say it was can we call it a strategic error by Dion and Shedeur to turn down? Think about who they turned down: Philadelphia and Baltimore. Wow. I thought I heard Dion say a couple of years ago that there are certain franchises that he wouldn't want Shedeur to go to. It's not about playing time. Forget about playing time. It's about franchises that know how to take care of quarterbacks. Now, one thing Tom Brady did say recently, I agree with. Now, he said some stuff in his newsletter that's absurd, but one thing he said a couple of weeks ago in a conversation with Colin Cowherd. He says, you assume that every OC and every quarterback coach knows how to develop quarterbacks. He said they don't. But I know Philadelphia does. I know Baltimore does. So it's not about, oh, I can't play here. No, you want to go and develop and see what it's like, see what it's done, how it's done at the highest level. And when Ron Wolf was in Green Bay and he drafted all those quarterbacks who would go other places, they got to see how it was done at the highest level at a quarterback factory. I think it's such a mistake that he chose to be drafted by the Cleveland Browns over Philadelphia and Baltimore. I think if he doesn't regret it now, he'll regret it very soon.
Yeah, I talked about it earlier. Lamar Jackson missed 5 regular season games in 2021, 5 in 2022, missed a playoff game. Wait, I got my years off again. 5 in 20, 5 in 21, a playoff game in 21. No, when did he get his contract? 23. Back to what I said originally, 21 and 22. Regardless, he's missed time due to injury. He's going to miss reportedly 2 or 3 weeks now due to injury. There's always that weird contract thing that can bubble up as he's getting closer and closer to the end of his contract. And sometimes there's a question, is he not playing when he should be playing? Well, if that's the case, Shedeur Sanders is the guy who can play. And if Lamar Jackson will leave after his current contract expires, that's 3 years in. So as of 2028, Shedeur Sanders could have been the starting quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens, if not sooner. So I agree with you. Tactical mistake. But we know for now he'll be still on the depth chart. We don't know whether he's going to be number 2 or number 3. It could be Flacco goes back to being number 2, and that Shedeur is still the emergency option who can play only if the other 2 guys are either injured or ejected from the game, which means he's probably not going to play soon for the Cleveland Browns. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.